and they won. So let's talk about our Lakers. The thing I see with the Lakers is it's not a talent issue, but it's more of a age issue. We know we all had a rough season so far with the Lakers. We get all hustle everywhere. Lakers cannot maintain that energy level to compete with the younger teams, and we seeing that. In the playoffs, it might have been different because they get days off and going on. But at this point, we're going to probably be in a play-in game without Anthony Davis, and I don't see us going far in the playoff. So the question is it time to start thinking about rebuilding? You know, of course, we got Westbrook, who's going under contract for next year, a player option for $47 million. We all know he's going to take that because he's not getting $47 million anywhere else. So his contract will be very tradable. The question is, do we trade him in the offseason or we wait till the deadline? At the deadline, we probably get more for him because of the simple fact people will start the team start losing, going to want to get rid of some of the contracts they have, and we get stuff for it. $47 million is a lot to carry. Also, the question is it time to trade LeBron? No, over the weekend we heard him say he want to play with his son. Bronny won't be no Laker, but you also have 1 year deal left on your contract. And I know the Lakers kind of a franchise that want to do right by the players. So can we go to LeBron and say, hey, you got 1 year left on your contract, we will ship you off to a contender if that's okay with you. Because at some point, we got to realize we got to restock our draft picks. Anthony Davis, we got to think about trading him as well. I love Anthony Davis. When he got his mind right and he's healthy, easy top 5 player in the league. But remember when he signed his contract with us and he said he wanted to do a long-term deal because of injury history? It's like you are expecting to get hurt. You don't believe you're going to last long your own self. So right now we got, after this year, you have 3 years left on your deal. I think we get a lot for that today from a contender. And we can restockpile. LeBron, just get up at age. All we can do for LeBron, do right by LeBron is we'll send him to a contender team. He said, yes, the door not open, not closed on Cleveland. I don't see Cleveland accepting him back, but they would gladly help them. They got a lot of young pieces, but I don't see that working out in that way. They would have to be a team that feel they're a player away. You know, a lot of solid teams over there down in the East. We got to start at some point retooling. We don't have no draft picks to 2027. We got to change that. We got the oldest team in basketball, and it shows. Now, Frank Vogel going to be the scapegoat. We know that. He's going to be the guy who gets blamed for everything. But it's not his fault. It goes back to LeBron. Also goes back to management. Sometimes your superstar asks for a lot, and you gotta be willing to know when to say no. LeBron got basically everybody he wanted, and at some point you gotta say no. We gave him a lot for Anthony Davis. Will I do it again? We had a chance, of course, because you know what? He gave us a ring. So you can't deny that much. You know. But that's all. I don't know if Anthony Davis trained right or what it is in the offseason. To me, he can't play a full season. So we need to think about trade him. I think he's our biggest asset. A report came out earlier that they were thinking before the trade deadline, Anthony Davis for Bam Adebayo. I like that, but I think we deserve much more than that for Anthony Davis. Bam is a good player, but he's not quite on Bam's Anthony Davis status. So I'm looking more like, hey, what about Bam and Jimmy Butler? Now we're talking. You know, Miami a pretty deep team. They can recover from it, but we're not just gonna give them away. You know, Anthony Davis would be a great fit with a team like Dallas with Luka. You know, a team he got to have a superstar with him. He ain't gonna be able to do it by himself. So that's the key. LeBron, he's on a downhill career. You gotta realize LeBron, he's still a superstar though. Still top 5 in the game, maybe 6 or 7. But we can ship LeBron off to a team that's away, one player away. Who that team would be? It's a good question. Maybe the Chicago Bulls. I think the Bulls are really competing this year. They right there at the door. I can see that very well. We can send them back to Cleveland, but Cleveland will have to give us at least 2 or 3 draft picks. I don't see them coming away with none of their young players. You know, Saxon. I'm not really sold on Saxon. He's a good player, but I think he's more hyped than anything. We know we're not getting Garden, so we cancel that out. Let's say it's not many teams LeBron really will fit in right now. No. So the thing is with the Lakers is they gotta have a sit down this offseason and see if they really want to try to win one more with LeBron or start it over. Because the more you wait, the longer it's going to hurt us. Because you think after next year, LeBron could walk for free. And Westbrook could walk for free. Leaving us with Anthony Davis and money. But LA is not attractive as it seems before to teams. Like in the old days, it was like, oh, you got to make more money in LA. Now you can make money anywhere. So these younger players not so much worried about being in LA. And LA is not for everyone. We see that too. We see players come here and they get so hooked up on lifestyle that they can't focus on the court. And two, you need mature players in LA. You know. So that's one thing about it. Now, and so right now, I see us making a playoff. Not even making a playoff because I consider the playoff. I still in the play-in game. And the play-in game, I don't see us winning it, to be honest with you. Anthony Davis is pretty much probably done for the year. So he's coming off an injury. So if we were thinking about trading Anthony Davis, it would have to be around trade deadline next year. Because people want to see how he come back from it. Which is not a major injury. It just takes time. They said 4 weeks. I saw one report say he should be out for the year. And I don't think we could build around Anthony Davis. He's undependable. No, the year we won the championship with him, if you guys remember, we had the coronavirus stop the whole league. They rested up for 2-3 months and then came back. If that not happened, I don't know for sure, but it's a very good possibility Anthony Davis will get hurt again. And we don't win. And also inside the bubble. If you guys notice, in the bubble, players played better than you ever expected because it was like practice. Wasn't nobody there. There were no fans. All they had to do is play around. You have some players who are really good in practice and some players who are good in the game. The guys who were good in practice actually became good because they felt like it was a practice game. Well, nobody there is out. Nobody in the gym. Just do what you want to do. And if you guys ever play sports, you know about those type of players. You know, I see this year for the Lakers, Tucker, he went backwards. I don't know what happened with confidence-wise or what it is, but he seemed to regress. Also a killer for us was this year's Kendrick Dunn. Jesus Christ, when are you gonna play? Season's gonna be over in a minute. At some point, you need to be on the field, on the court. We need guys, younger guys, to step up. Now, Monk, I do like Monk. I want to keep Monk going forward. He showed a lot this year, you know. And sometimes it's just you getting out of the position you was in. Charlotte was not a good place for him. Monk come out of college, he was a great shooter, a mid-range. He wasn't so much a three-point shooter, he's a mid-range shooter, athletic. And he's showing all that now. He got, on this team, he have that right away to shoot at will, which is much needed. Some players don't need to be like that. He got that confidence, how that you got the green light. And he taking full advantage of that. No, Carmelo, unfortunately, I think we should have had traded you at deadline. Just give you a chance, bro. I know your time is coming to an end, and you would love a chance to actually play for a ring. A good spot for you would have been like Philly. That'd have been great for you. Coming off the bench, you got the big man. You know what I mean? Push shots up. I do think the other guys we picked up this offseason way past their prime. You know, Trevor Ariza. He's good for a good 8 minutes at most. We got him starting. Like, he started nowhere else in this league. You got to think about that, guys. We picked up a guy off of G League, and he starts in Johnson. He starts for us. He couldn't even make the league, but he started on our team. Avery Bradley got cut by the Warriors. Started for us. We went back and got Dwight Howard. Dwight, good personality, past his prime. He's a great backup for the right system. DeAndre Jordan, I don't know why we picked him up. No way in hell we should have picked that guy up. He couldn't even get off the bench in New Jersey. And we all knew the season was going bad from the get-go when Anthony Davis and Dwight got into it. Like, where have you seen this happen in the NBA when the same players on the same team get fighting? You know, like, you couldn't do that in the locker room? No, it only happened on bad teams. And at some point, you need to take the fan part away from it. I know y'all Lakers fans just like me, but you gotta look at it from another fan point of view, not from our team. Look at it from a fan of the league, not a fan of the Lakers. And if you really look at it that way, you really know this team's not going anywhere. Will I continue to root for them? Shit, yeah. I'm a Laker for life. I have my teams I root for. I'll stick with them no matter what. But you gotta be true to yourself. A lot of times we're not true to ourselves, and that comes down to my show, the truth. The light will come to the truth. Will come to the light, and if you start being true about it, you understand this. We're not good. We're going to be a playing game. We might even win a playing game. People get outside. We're going to get swept the first round. So it don't even matter. We might not get swept. We might win 1, 2, maybe 2. But we don't have a chance to beat any of the good teams in the West. You know, we're Laker fans. We've been spoiled so long that we expect greatness every year, which is understandable. But we got to also understand that sometimes you gotta be the team. You gotta be the team that comes from the bottom to get back to the top, and we gotta go. We gotta start over at some point. You know, LeBron want to play with his son Bronny. I don't know if Bronny getting drafted or not, but let's shift LeBron out next year for a couple draft picks, and we go from there. Anthony Davis, Chicago, he's from Chicago. We can send him back to Chicago. They can use a big man. But we need to start rebuilding as soon as possible. You know, at some point, we got to start over. And I think this is the time to do it. The best time to do it. Like I said before earlier in the show, LeBron's on got one more year after this. Westbrook got 1 more year after this. Westbrook at 47 million. LeBron at like 44 million. That's 80 or 90 million dollars in cap. Well, we could get off the books, start over, and reload. I know a lot of Lakers fans don't want to hear it start over, but we have to. We gave away a lot of young players for Anthony Davis. And if you look at the players we gave away, they're not really doing much. Brandon Ingram, he had that 1 year where he looked like he was halfway good. You know what I mean? But ask yourself this: would you trade them players again for that championship we got? I'm not quite sure. If you're a true fan, you would do it. I'll leave you guys with this here. We'll be back one day, but not this year. Keep your faith. Let the truth see the light. And thanks for tuning in. If you like the video, hit like, subscribe. See you later.